Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to share with you today a little bit about how I build my websites, the Okapi one here, and I've built probably about 20 of these now using what I call my new tech stack, but effectively embracing Claude Code to help me create fast and secure and interactive websites for my visitors. So as you can see, nice video on the top. There's nice menus with icons in and stuff. Scroll down the page, we've got quite a lot going on now. Here's something I've been working on recently, and you can see 5 ways to build your AI presence. There's actually 4 here. The 5th is missing, so something's wrong. And this one doesn't quite look like the others. So we are going to go and edit this, and I'm going to show you how easy it is. And hopefully it should work. So just you see the rest of the website. I mean, here is a classic example of a plugin you'd have to actually download from WordPress, but I built this myself in about 10 minutes, and it scrapes Google reviews when you ask it to, so it will stay up to date and looks pretty stunning. And here's some blog posts pulling through. So let's start. So I've built this website using Claude Code and a thing called VS Code, which is down here. It's something you can just get downloaded onto your computer by typing in the Visual Studio Code, download the app, and then you can connect Claude to it. And you can see Claude is up here, this little Claudey icon here. And here is my entire file base, and I have just got that from my website. I mean, from my computer desktop. So here it is, it's on my desktop in my projects. I've also got this on GitHub and on a cloud drive, so it's nice and safe. I'm not going to explain what those files mean, but I'll just show you I've been working through adding that video section here. And we know what the problem is, so I'm going to say in this section on the home page, there are now 4 services, but it says 5 in the title. They are also aligned left. Can you centralize the 4 and make sure they all have the same look and feel in terms of icons and coloring? So I can tell it what the 4 are as well, because I think it's slightly confused. So at the moment it's video, vibe coded, and geo. So at the moment it is video, vibe coding, geo, and my memory is terrible, Gorilla Tools. Let's get me out of the way, and Gorilla Tools. Not sure what the blank one is. Right, let's go. So you can see we're just having a chat with it, which is what the definition of vibe coding is. Just literally having a conversation with an LLM, large language model like Claude, and telling it what you want it to do. And hopefully if you give it the right prompt, I mean, that's a bit of a basic one. You might want to go into a bit of detail. But if you give it the right prompt, it should be able to action it for you. And it knows the website inside and out, because we've got a CSS file on here which does all the styling in the files here. And here we go. Let's find out what it's saying. So let me check. Looks like the services data. Right, that's likely the blank one. So AI agent audit, that's the blank one. And it's got no data, so that's why it's missing. So AI agent audit doesn't exist in the services data, so it's been filtered out, leaving it 4 cards. Right. Okay, so it's actually going to tidy up the website a little bit, which is great. Here we go, 5 to 4. So the fix is remove AI agent audit from the filter, update 5 back to 4, and fix the grid to center 4 cards properly. So it knows what it's doing. Now let me check the icons. Okay, so it's going to make sure that it all looks the same. So the 4 services we're showing you is yeah. Gorilla's automated tools platform. Right. Now update the icon map to use proper icons instead of search placeholders. So while it's working, it's trying to improve the whole section as a whole. So improve the actual icons, look and feel and stuff. And you can see while it's doing it, because this is a local version of the website, so I didn't explain that at the beginning. So I've got a live website, which is on my URL, and then I've got it to generate a local version, which is called localhost colon 3000. So this is where you can have a look. See, check it out on localhost. They all look pretty good. Let's make sure it works. Video SEO, okay. Core offering, hasn't got it there. Let's just make sure that link works. Okay, we got the video SEO with our nice video there. So we might just say, I wonder if they can do an icon for a gorilla, but video SEO, no, let's not call it a core offering. Let's leave it at that. But so you can see that's how easy it is to make changes. And then I want to commit and push. So what this is going to do is going to go off to my GitHub folder. Actually, I don't think I can open that in here because... So GitHub is a repository, or lots of repositories, of where I have my website. So all of the code is kept in here, the same code as you can see. So I've got 40 repositories. And then it's pushed through to Vercel, which is where I host the website. So all of the code is secure and safe in GitHub, and it's got version control. So if I don't like what I've just done, I can actually rewind to the version before, which is cool. So we're going to commit and push, and then within a couple of minutes, those changes will be live on the live site. They won't be yet, but you can see how quickly you can make changes. You can add new pages. You see there's the old version, but it's going to ask me for permission to do various things. So I hope that's of interest, just as an example of the sort of stuff you can do. Shaftesbury Food Festival, here's a food trail page, which I think is the most interactive one I've done. But you've got an interactive Google map that's pulled through from a map I created. But you've got a listing of all the places where you can go, and listing of all the businesses you can go and see. This is a great thing to do if you're near Shaftesbury on the 2nd of May. And it's very clever. It does stuff like this. So it actually creates a route map of all the places you can go, which is so cool. Other groovy things I've got on my website are like the prompt guide, which is an HTML presentation within my website. Just giving you a guide of how to prompt. It's quite fun. And here's a little competition. So if depending on your business, you can run a calculator or something like that using Claude Code and VS Code. You can decide what the calculator is going to do. It may be a pricing structure for how much money you're going to save on solar panels or something like that. And it's as interactive as you want it to be. This is actually put a prompt in, put your email, and it'll score you and show you on the live leaderboard, which is quite fun. But anyway, the website should push through and the changes should be made at any point now. There we go. They are live on the website. And that took 8.5 minutes to do that. And it had a lot of me waffling. So if you want to know more about this sort of thing, I mean, I've been working on it for over a year. And started very basic because Claude didn't exist inside VS Code at that point. Copilot is also available in there, just for your information. You can also use something called Cursor instead of VS Code. There's lots of ways of doing this thing. This is my preferred way of doing it. But if you want to know more, just get in touch and I can show you how more of it works. Thanks. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please. I want more followers on this Substack. I think I've got a lot of useful information to offer.